Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. I am Mr. Blast, and today we are taking a look at the Marvel Comics Marvel Legends Tombstone. We're going to take a look at his articulation, any and all of his accessories, and is he worth adding to your Marvel Legends villains? Let's get him off the stand and find out. Alright, so before we actually take a look at Tombstone himself, we're going to take a look at the packaging. And it's your typical standard fare Marvel Legends classic retro carded figures. And you got Spidey on the front right there. This is definitely more inspired by the animated series version of Tombstone, and he looks pretty good as far as that art goes. I honestly can't recall if I ever saw him wearing the suit in the show. I'm sure he did at some point. But yeah, he looks pretty good. He's got all kinds of different languages here as a hardened criminal and Marvel Comics 4+. Trays in here. There's not a whole lot that comes with it, so hope you really like Tombstone, or you just like completing collections. So his little bio here says the dangerous and high-priced hitman known as Tombstone faces off against Spider-Man and other heroes of New York. And he does. He's got a pretty rich backstory. I was quite surprised what I found out when I did a little bit of research on him. But yeah, it's just a typical retro carded figure, and let's get rid of that. All right. Oh, wow, there's a big crash. Okay, here's the figure himself. There he is. He looks just like Tombstone, aka Lonnie Lincoln. It's got a really rich backstory. I was not completely aware of a lot of the things I learned about him. We're not going to go into a huge, long history lesson. I just wanted to kind of educate myself on the figure and the character himself. And he definitely looks like a very imposing villain. He's been touted as the strongest, if not one of the strongest street villains that Spider-Man and other heroes like Daredevil and the Punisher have gone up against in the comics. And I think that's really cool. I never knew up until today that Tombstone actually is a villain against Daredevil and Punisher, as well as Spider-Man. It kind of shows you the diversity they tried to give him as a villain on a street level, which is kind of nice. I like having the, I guess, street level villains every once in a while, rather than cosmic powers and lasers and teleportation and all that stuff like that. I think this is a much more nice and grounded villain that we have here, as well as his representation in Spider-Man, the video game that just came out a few years ago, and of course him trying to change his life in Spider-Man 2 as well. I thought that was kind of cool. You know, he wasn't a villain the entire time in that side story. So anyway, but let's take a closer look at him. He's got that pale white skin and those red eyes, and he looks really good. His hair is pretty nice and detailed too. I really like the detail they put into him. He's very, very nice looking character. His suit looks good too. Yeah, it's got the nice blues and black stripes and the tie and everything else. Yeah, he looks like he's ready to do some business and get the job done. Having worked alongside people like Kingpin, and also he worked with, I believe it was the Hobgoblin as well. I'll have to correct myself if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Hobgoblin that I saw, and as well as other, you know, street level supervillains in the city of New York. So, but real quick, let's take a look at his articulation. He turned his head all the way around. He can kind of look down, and he can sort of look up. The head itself, yeah, there you go. It's got a long neck, and then the ball itself that goes in there. So it kind of gives a nice illusion that, you know, he is fit perfectly inside the suit. Let's put his arms up for that famous T-pose. He's got a nice bicep swivel. He can turn his arms all the way around as typical standard Marvel Legends fare. He's got a nice double jointed elbow. Looks pretty good because the suit is black, and it blends in pretty well. Let's see, he's got twisty hands, and the wrist peg can bend down or it can bend outward like this. Let's see, let's put that hand down, and not too much waist swivel. I don't know why they couldn't do it. Maybe just because of the way the suit is made. I have no idea, but he really doesn't get that much movement when it comes to that. Doesn't really have much of a torso, like, at all. He can sort of do the splits. So again, you're not getting crazy dynamic posing with this version of Tombstone, so just bear that in mind. He can kick his leg up at least. He can sort of, not really kick it back that much. He has the eye swivel. Yeah, that's pretty good, yeah. And double jointed knee. Wow, look at that range of movement for Mr. Lonnie Lincoln. It looks pretty good. Doesn't really have a whole lot in the way of his foot. Like, he can move it back and forth on this rocker. Can sort of push it up. He can sort of pull this down, although you got to be really careful. I don't think you want to mess with that, but that's as far down as you get. He has no toe pivot, so once again, just keep that in mind. And the backside here, and again, I don't know, there's something really cool about a villain who wears a suit to get the business done. I'm actually, it's pretty cool. Oh, I forgot to mention, he did work for Hammerhead at some point, and vice versa. In other universes, Lonnie Lincoln, aka Tombstone, was a villain in his own right. He ran New York, even higher up than Kingpin. So I know there's a lot of stuff that I'm missing about him, but I just think that's some pretty cool facts that I learned about him as well. He's more important than any other types of media tend to give him credit for outside of the comics. The comics make him pretty important. He's a 30, I think like almost 40 years at this character. I think 37 as of right now. He's been around a long time. So one more close look at the head sculpt, and it looks really good. There's actually some detail in there. The teeth are sculpted really nicely, and yeah, he just looks really, really nice. So without further ado, let's take a look at the very limited accessories that he comes with. The first is going to be this other head sculpt of him grinning those teeth with that raised up eyebrow, and basically for action poses and whatnot, rather than his, you know, smirky, you know, I've got you cornered Spider-Man type of you know, facial expression. This one definitely shows the grit and the anger that Tombstone has. So yeah, he looks really nice though. The hair's the same, just the teeth and the eyes are a little different. What is that? His left eye. Yeah, his left eye is a little bit different, but there you go. So let's take a look at his, he comes with one weapon, which is this crowbar, which I can't get it to focus, so I'm going to put Lonnie down here and show you guys. It's just painted silver. Looks pretty good. It's kind of bendy. Yeah, kind of. So, I mean, I wouldn't bend this thing too far. But yeah, that's just the only weapon he comes with. He should have come with some type of firearm, I believe, because you can't really see it. Well, I'll show you right now. His right hand actually has a trigger finger on it. So if you have other Marvel Legends figures, you could give him a side piece. So although I'm not I don't know if Lonnie actually ever uses any sidearms or pistols or anything as far as the comics go. I know back in the day, kids cartoons, they tended to stay away from stuff like that. They'd rather physically fight each other rather than give them guns and lasers. Lasers are probably okay. I don't think actual firearms are okay back in the day, so maybe he used them in the comics. I don't know. Then you've got like a partially clenched hand here as well. You could probably do it to where he's like holding Spider-Man up by his face, you know, type of deal. Because if you don't know, Tombstone actually has gone toe-to-toe with Spider-Man plenty of times. And Spider-Man in the comics has actually complained about him actually hurting or even breaking some of his bones in his hands when he's punching or trying to fight Tombstone, which is pretty cool. Yeah, so whether or not he can stand up to other characters like Hulk or whatever, remains to be seen. I really don't know. If you guys know, let me know. Has he ever fought the Hulk? I don't know. Yes, we'll find out. You guys have to let me know. Anyway, this has been kind of a short review of Tombstone, aka Lonnie Lincoln from the Marvel Legends series. He's a really cool figure. I will leave a link down in the description below to pick one up for yourself if you'd like to add to your Spider-Man villain collection. And that's going to do it for me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've got more videos coming. I apologize for taking some time off from YouTube. Sometimes you just need it. So anyway, thank you all so much. I'm Mr. Blast, and if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up. Consider subscribing as well. I would appreciate it, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Have a good one.